Let's see if we're live. Everyone is frozen. Is it my internet? Okay. So let's see. I think we are live. We are live. Yeah. So hello everyone. Hi, beautiful people. Hi, I'm Ace. I'm Aziz, but I'm popularly known as Ace. In the community. I am the program lead for Google Summer of Code and anything mentorship related at GSoC KPI. And today I have with me this wonderful people today, really amazing people, amazing contributors that have been accepted into Google Summer of Code this year. And yeah, so today's call is just a welcome call for the contributors. So it's gonna be casual, it's gonna be fun. You're gonna be having conversations. You're gonna get to know these amazing people and the project they're working on, who their mentors are, their expectation, and what they're looking forward to this program, right? So I don't need to like go deep into like introducing myself because come on, I think I'm pretty popular in the community. So everyone sort of knows me. So let's get started. So we're gonna get started so I'm gonna be calling names based on how it is being ordered on my screen. So there is no bias. So the first person I'm saying is Corey. Corey, do you mind introducing yourself? Yeah, I know you have a big smile. You didn't know I was gonna call you first.
Hello everyone.
Hi,
So
Corey.
myself Sagar Kori, and I'm from a small city in Uttar Pradesh, a state in India. And currently, I have been selected for the project where I will be refactoring the scripts inside the website repository of Async API. And the major part I need to do is I need to run the scripts from a central npm folder so that the running of the scripts become easier and the integration testing can also be done easily. So that's what my project is. And I have had like 2 meetings with my mentor, Akshat Nima, and currently I'm going deep into the scripts so that I can understand the code base like better and do better confirmations.
Really awesome, Corey. Thanks for the awesome introduction. And next, I have my own very mentee, Tenzin. And you're like, yo, my mentor is the one hosting. Hi, Tenzin. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah. So, so, my, wait a minute.
It's okay.
So, my name is Tenzin. I am from Himachal Pradesh. And my project will be to create a UI kit for the this what do you call that conference website, and and my mentor will be Ace.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
your mentor. I'm your mentor.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm your
thanks.
mentor. So I'm gonna be Tenzin mentor. We're gonna be working on the UI kit project for the conference websites. We are gonna have fun and trust me. So we are also having another additional mentor for the conference project. One of the conference website maintainer, Ashmit. Like officially meet your mentors because of course Ace has been busy, coordinating GSoC, which eventually after this trip, we're gonna have an official meeting between you, me, and Ashmit. We're gonna have fun. I guess Denzen is a bit shy, he's camera shy. It's okay. So next we have Adi. Hello, Adi. Do you mind introducing yourself?
Hi everyone, I am Adi, third year computer science undergrad student. I am selected for async API generator maintainership project, and my mentor is Lucas.
What is the mentorship project?
Yeah, so the main idea behind the project is to understand what are the core responsibilities of an open source maintainer. So basically more focus on PR review rather than coding new features. And
Awesome. So I'm gonna say a little cool thing about Adi. During the application phase, Adi he really stood out, right? Compared to the other applicants, he did an amazing job. I mean, he has been contributing to the generator. it's like it was literally on steroids, right? So compared to other applicants, Hadi stood out really, really well. So next we have Anushka. Hello, Anushka. Do you mind introducing yourself?
Hello everyone, I'm Anushka. I'm a first year undergrad at NSUT Delhi, and my project is basically to implement E2E UI tests for critical user flows. My mentor is Sambhav Gupta, and I've had a few meetings with him as well. I have one today as well. And basically, the goal of my project is to integrate E2E testing to ensure an overall, to enhance basically the overall user experience. And yeah, that's kind of it.
Awesome. What tech stack are you going to be using for this project?
We are using Cypress, by the way.
Very
Yes.
cool. That's really cool. I mean, the website is one of the most active and biggest repos in the community because, of course, I mean, the website is literally Sync API. If you don't know about Sync API, you have to go to the website. So having a really functional testing functionality is going to be really awesome, Anushka. I can't wait to see what you're going to do during the summer. Next, we have Shuai, who took like 10 minutes to turn on his camera. Hi, Shuai.
Hi, it's because I'm in Canada, so it's like 6 o'clock in the morning now.
Oh,
Yeah. So, hi, my name's Shoaib. I'm a third year software engineering student at U Ottawa, and my project is on the generator repository, and I'm working on creating a new template using Quarkus, which is a Java framework made by Red Hat, and it's like tailored for like cloud development. And this is going to be like the first template in the first main bigger template in the generator channel. So that's going to be fun working on that and kind of pioneering that. My mentor is Ayush and Suvik. They've been great so far, helping me out. And yeah.
yeah, that's really good, Shwai. Good to have you. You have Sovik. Come on, Sovik is like one of the best people in the community.
Yeah.
I'm really glad like you're gonna get mentored by Sovik. You're gonna learn a lot. And also Ayush. Ayush is pretty active. Ayush is a great guy. I mean, you have two mentors. You're one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, I got
So
two.
cool. Now we have
Thanks.
the last person to join the call. You know who you are. I don't need to call you. So just introduce yourself.
Yeah, so hi everyone. I'm Shreya Chauhan and I am a working professional. I mean, that is not something I should be saying because it's just been like
We don't
6,
mind.
7 months. But yeah, and so in the daytime I work for my company, and in the night I began as a just I was just trying open source. I mean, what it was and whatnot, and now I'm here. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. My project is to redesign the Async API website and implement the dark theme on it. And my mentors are Maya and Ashmit. So Maya will be helping me out with the design and everything, and Ashmit will be looking out for the coding part. And I'm really excited because this is something I used to do back in college, and right now I didn't have any touch to it. But this project, I mean, I don't know, this is all what I was looking for. So I'm just all get up for this.
Yeah, I mean, outside of GSoC, she has been doing really amazing. I don't know if you're aware, she's actually implementing the meetup page. Correct me if I'm wrong, Shreya.
Yeah.
She's currently, can you talk more about that and what you're doing about that?
Yeah, so actually, like for last 10 to 15 days, I have been moving I'm from Himachal, actually, India, same where Tenzin is from. So I've been moving to Bangalore, and I was looking for a place to stay and everything, so I was not able to catch up. But yeah, now I'm all settled down. And yeah, so the design is almost completed, but I still have like to see a few things like implementing the cards and everything. But I think this week I'll complete it. Yeah, because I don't want.
Awesome. Do you mind sharing the pull request on this conversation so other people can look at it?
Yeah, I mean, I think I haven't raised the new one, but I can share the previous one. Just give me a second.
No worries, no worries. She has been doing amazing. I mean, I went through the design and it was really, really awesome. So I just knew, yeah, she was a perfect candidate for the website to design because our design skill is top notch compared to me. I really suck at design. So yeah, so that is true. Yeah, we have one more person who, for some reason, did not join. Ruchi. I mean, of course, Ruchi, an amazing person. Ruchi has been part of the community for a long time. I think she, as part of the mentorship program at CKPI, she implemented the Kafka adapter for the Glee project, which is not currently maintained anymore, but she did an amazing job. And I was really excited to see her come back to participate in Google Summer of Code this year. So I'm just doing a little bit of introduction for Ruchi on her behalf. Really amazing person, and I hope we get to like see her on other future calls. So let's get started. Thank you all for like the amazing introduction. That was fun. So I'm just going to go through what's GSoC is like at CKPI. I always tell folks like Google Summer of Code at CKPI isn't just about stipends, right? It's not just about the money. It's mostly about the experience you get, right? So we have really, really wonderful mentors. I'm going to say hi myself. I'm a wonderful mentor. So we have really, really wonderful mentors. We have folks that are actively maintaining the specifications. We have folks like Lukash that are doing really amazing job trying to, build this KPI, push the community forward. We have really amazing people like Tuli. I mean, without Tuli, this program would not be possible. That's just insane. So we have really wonderful people. You all have mentors, like we have Sovi, we have Akshat. Akshat has been mentoring at a single. Fun fact, Akshat was actually a mentee before, and then he became a mentor. So that's why you can see that Google Summer of Code for us is not just about stipend, it's about growth, right? It's about opportunities, it's about connections, right? It's about pushing open source forward, it's about pushing boundaries. So being part of this program is more than just the money, right? It's about what you get afterwards. So Google Summer of Code at CKPI is really huge, right? And that's, if you haven't seen the summary of my article that I wrote earlier, I said summer at CKPI means one thing, just Google Summer of Code. So okay, we have Ruchi. Hello. Hello, let's see. Hello, Ruchi. Hi, am I audible?
Hey, yeah, sorry for being late.
Yeah, I know, but you have to do something if you want to be on this call. You need to turn on your camera.
Yeah. Just a minute.
Yeah. It's been over a minute, Ruchi. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. My background, maybe.
It's really cool. It looks like heaven, but it's fine. Okay, so I already did a little introduction for you, but I think maybe I did not do it enough justice. So I think it's better if you introduce yourself.
Yeah. So, hey everybody, I'm Ruchi. I'm currently working at Red Hat as a software engineer, and I'm like around a Sync API for like now 3 years, I guess. So, yep, I first like joined a Sync API as a mentee in the Sync API mentorship program, and from there, I think like last year I gave a talk on the Sync API conference as well that happened in Bangalore. That was related to my work, and apart from it, yep, I'm pretty much active in the open source communities and the open source world. So yep, you'll see me around a lot here, and yep, I'm excited to meet you all as well.
Awesome. So what project are you going to be contributing to, Ruchi?
Yeah, so I'm going to contributing to the VS Code extension maintainership project.
And who's going to be your mentor? I can't remember.
Ivan is my mentor.
Oh, we all have really great list of mentors these days. So we have Ivan. Ivan has also been mentoring for GSoC and the mentorship program. Really amazing mentor. He's really active in the community. He's the main reason why the VS Code extension is currently working. So yeah, I think Ivan will be mentoring Ruchi, and I think it's also like a maintainership. He's going to be training you to become a maintainer of the project. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's similar to IB.
Yep, that's similar to my project.
Oh, cool. So that is Ruchi, and now we have everyone on board. So as I was saying earlier, Google Summer of Code is not just about the stipend; it's about opportunities that comes along with it. It's about contributing to open source, and at InSecPI we value every type of contributions, especially when it comes to amazing contributors like yours. So as I was saying, being part of Google Summer of Code means more than just having that money. It's about the opportunities, communicating with the mentors, building connections, right? We've had folks from that has participated as mentee in the past years now becoming mentor. We have Maya, Shreya. If you don't know, Maya was also a mentee at some point in time. Even I myself, I was a mentee at the SyncAPI, right? I think that was in 2021. I was a part of Google Summer of Code mentee at the SyncAPI, and now I am facilitating Google Summer of Code for SyncAPI. That is huge, right? So imagine if I just came to participate just for the stipend, I would not be here today, right? I would not be here to make SyncAPI participate in Google Summer of Code. I would not be here talking to you folks and onboarding you or welcoming you to the community. That's just to show you that being part of async API or being part of Google Summer of Code is much more than the stipend. Come on, you're going to spend the money is going to finish. But the community is going to remain, right? So, and that is what I'm talking about. So being part of the community is the most important thing. And being part of the community means you need to hold and respect the code of conduct. Right, really important. So if you haven't gone through this code of conduct, it's really important to go through it. I'm gonna share a link if you don't know where to find it. Just give me a few seconds, please. Okay, how do I share this? Awesome. So I shared it in the chat. I'm going to share it on YouTube too. So if you haven't gone through it, please kindly go through the async API code of conduct. It's really important. So that is the value, or not even the value, that is the core value async API is built on top. So it's important to respect the code of conduct. If you want to have a wonderful Google Summer of Code, it's really important to respect and hold high the async API code of conduct. And yeah, talking about Google Summer of Code, communication is key. You need to communicate, right? I mean, I've been part of Google Summer of Code for years, and one of the major mistakes I used to see contributors participating in this program make is lack of communication, right? For instance, we have contributors who just, they're just ghosts, right? Maybe something happened, you can never predict what life is about. Sometimes people get sick, sometimes we have problems that just come up unexpectedly, and then you just try to face these problems, right? Because of course they become priority. But the mistakes most people make when this sort of things or this sort of events occurs is lack of communication, right? And I understand some contributors are, scared of talking to their mentors about some things, right? Sometimes you don't want to talk to your mentors about your life challenges, right? You don't want to talk about some things for some reason. And that is why you have people like Tuli and I, right? Apart from Tenzin, because of course I'm Tenzin's mentor, so you really don't have a choice, Tenzin. You have to talk to me. But for other candidates, I act as a neutral person, right? I'm the lead of the program, so I really act as a neutral person. One of my major job has been the program lead is being an intermediary between you and your mentor, right? Sometimes there are some things you don't want to talk to your mentors about. That is why you have Tuli and I. So sometimes you might think, oh, Ace is a dude, I don't want to talk to a guy. Well, we have Tuli, right? So you can easily talk to Tuli and say, oh, Tuli, I'm having some challenges. I need some things. I'm going to be gone for a while, but I don't know how to communicate with my mentor. I don't know how to talk to my mentor about this. You tell Tuli, or you tell me, right? So we know how to handle these situations, right? But instead of just ghosting, instead of just, not being responsive, just, going and making your mentors worried, it's a lot. Being a mentor is a lot of work, right? These mentors, these people that are your mentors are just volunteering. I mean, come on. Of course, there is a mentor stipend. I mean, but come on, $500, that is nothing, right? But these are people that just decided to volunteer their time to mentor you folks. It's like 12 weeks or more than 12 weeks, right? Imagine someone volunteering their time and effort into mentoring you, and all you just did at some point was just ghost and not communicate with them. How will you feel if you were in their shoes, right? So that is why communication is key. You need to communicate in as much as possible in every process of this journey, right? Communication is key. If anything happens, communicate, please communicate. Our mentors are really, really kind people, right? They're willing to work with you. They're willing to guide you. They're willing to give you benefit of doubt, right? They're willing to, give you more time to figure things out. So communication is key, and also it's really important for you to always ask questions. I used to see, some mentors used to think, oh, the question is dumb, I don't want to ask, right? But you should ask. That is why you are a mentee, and that is why you have mentors, right? Oh, my mentor knows, if I don't know how, I don't know how to. Well, I'm looking for an example. That seems dumb. Of course, you should ask a mentor that. I don't know what strings are, for instance. Of course, you should know what strings are, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to ask your mentor, right? But don't just ask your mentors questions anyhow. You should also make sure you've done your own research, right? Make sure you put in the efforts, you've done your research, and eventually maybe after doing your research, you realize, oh, you're not making any progress, right? You really don't understand this, you really don't understand that. Then you should ask your mentors, right? But don't ask your mentors when you could easily have just gone to do some research, when you could easily have just put in some efforts. Don't ask your mentors if you're not willing to put in any efforts. So the bottom line is always feel free to ask your mentors questions, right? And another thing I want to talk about is your mentors are not God, right? Some people think mentors are they are the gods and they can never do wrong. But it's wrong. Your mentors are also humans, right? They can do wrong. Your mentors can also not communicate. If you notice your mentors are not communicating enough, you're writing to your mentors and it's taking your mentors days to reply, or it's taking your mentors weeks to reply, or your mentor is not even active at all. You have every right to reach out to the program organizers, right? You have every right to reach out to people like me. You have every right to reach out to Tuli and complain about your mentor and say, hey, Ace, so I really don't know what's going on with my mentor. I've been, reaching out to him. I needed help, but he's not giving me any. It's okay to report your mentor. It's okay to reach out to report your mentor about your mentor not being responsive. And it's okay. I mean, if your mentor is really, and that's why it says something about the code of conduct, right? It applies not just to the mentee, it also applies to the mentors, right? So if your mentor is not respectful, if your mentor is, giving you some sort of behaviors you don't find good or being rude, it's okay to report your mentor. It's okay to reach out to the program organizers and say, hey, Ace, I really don't like the way my mentor talks to me. I think we should do something about that. So it's really important to understand that your mentors are not God, your mentors are humans too. So they are bound to make mistakes, they are bound to, do things you don't like. So it's really important to have the ability or the boldness to also report your mentors, because trust me, they will do the same. So if your mentor says you're not active, your mentor says you're not being respectful, your mentor says you're rude, mentor says you possess qualities they don't like, your mentors are going to report you. So I think you should be able to do the same. So it's vice versa. So that is that on communication and being respectful and following the code of conduct. So another thing I want to mention is something that happened. It happened in previous years, mostly last year in Google Summer of Code, is the ability for contributors or the eagerness for contributors to go on social media and then say, oh yeah, I completed Google Summer of Code and this and that, and then do some of these some social media engagements, when in actual reality, they haven't even completed their projects. Please don't do that. Mentors don't really like that, right? So if your mentor hasn't, giving you the green flag or giving you the go ahead, or your mentor haven't told you, hey, Ruchi, you have finally completed your project, please don't go ahead and claim you've completed your projects. Mentors don't like that. It happened last year, and which was one of the reasons why we had a mentor that wasn't willing to participate in the program this year, because his contributor went ahead to, go on social media and, make a post saying he completed his project, blah, 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 blah. And his mentor was like, yo, you did not complete your project yet. Why did you go on social media to make this announcement and stuff like that? Mentors don't like that. So before you go ahead and, try to make people you don't even know like your post, try to make yourself popular about your participation in Google Summer of Code, please ensure you are aligned with your mentor, right? Please ensure your mentor has given you the check that you've completed your project before you go on social media to claim you've completed the project. I know GSoC is big. GSoC is a big thing. People, you just mentioned GSoC and you already have like 1,000 likes, right? People love GSoC. But please don't let that tempt you, right? Do the appropriate thing. Make sure you are aligned with your mentor before you go ahead and claim you've completed the project. Let your mentor tell you, Tenzin, you've completed the project, then you can then go out there and make an announcement, right? Because even your mentor would like it, but don't do it when your mentor hasn't even told you you've completed the project. And sometimes it's okay to understand that mentors can give you the grace, right? We've had projects whereby during the Google Summer Code timeline, the project could not be completed, right? So one thing mentors have, and have also done it in the past, is when I see that my mentee is contributing to a project and I say, oh, we are close to the GSoC timeline, the deadline, right? And we still have some things to do. But based on my contribution, my contributors' efforts during this program, I can see, oh, okay, I can pass you for this final evaluation, but you need to continue working on the project. This is possible. Mentors do this, right? And that is what I'm saying. It is important. You need to align with your mentor. So the alignment is really key. You need to align with your mentors before going to claim you've completed the project. So that is it on alignment. Does anyone have any questions so far?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you. I mean, I needed that. You told me that on 29th we'll get update about that project timeline. So what about that?
Yes. So if you don't know, Shreya, we have different time zones. So for GSoC, I think they are based in the US. So we need to work with their time zone. I think they are not even, I don't know what time it is in the US right now, but I think they are probably still yesterday, or they are probably in midnight, right? So 29th, so we have to wait till 5 p.m. my time before we can hear back from them. So if you don't understand what Shreya is talking about, so currently we're having difficulty extending project lengths, right? So currently, if we have a medium project and we want to extend it to 22 weeks, we cannot do that at the moment because some of the portal is having some issues, right? And so we were promised by the organizers that that's going to be fixed today. So yeah, we have some projects we want to extend the timeline, and that was actually one of my next points, which is expectations and timeline. So if you haven't aligned with your mentors, please, it's really important to align with your mentors. If you see maybe you have a project that says medium, so by default, medium projects are assigned 12 weeks. So medium and large projects are assigned 12 weeks by default. So, and if you see that this 12 weeks doesn't seem to work for you and you're going to need more time, so it is important to reach out to your mentors now before the coding period. So the coding period is on the 1st of June, sorry. It's on the 1st of June. So if you see that 12 weeks doesn't work for you, you need to reach out to your mentors probably after this course. Talk to your mentors and say, oh, so you realized during this call that medium and large projects are assigned 12 weeks by default. But you see, oh, Ace, but 12 weeks doesn't seem to work for me. I'm going to need 22 weeks, for instance, to complete my project. So you need to talk to your mentors that you need to extend your project duration, your project length. And then your mentor will then reach out to me saying, Ace, okay, so after speaking to Shreya, we realized 12 weeks is not enough for our project. We need to extend it maybe by 18 weeks or 22 weeks, or however how long is available on the GSoC portal. Then I will go ahead and update the program or the projects, right? So if you haven't done that, if you realize your project says medium or large, by default, your project is 12 weeks. So kindly reach out to your mentors and talk to your mentors that if 12 weeks, if you think 12 weeks is not going to be enough for you, talk to your mentors after this call so we can update your project length. Any other question? Okay, cool. So that's that about project length. Another thing I want to talk about is before the coding phase, if you haven't met your mentor or if you've met your mentor, it's really important to meet your mentor and set expectations, right? For instance, if you are working on the maintainership projects like Adi and Ruchi, so it's really, when you say maintainership, you really don't have like something solid to hold on to, right? You can be a maintainer for so long. And then remember you have a limited amount of time or limited duration to work on this project doing GSoC. So it's really important you meet with your mentor and set expectations, set your goals early or as early as possible. So you can work based on these goals. So don't work on some imaginary goals, right? So working on imaginary goals would not benefits you during the program. So it's important you meet with your mentors, discuss with your mentors, talk to your mentors and say, oh, so my progress or my program or this project is going to run for 12 weeks, for instance, right? So what are the goals? What do I need to accomplish within these 12 weeks for me to pass as a mentor or as a mentee doing this program, right? Align with your mentors, set expectations, set goals. It's really important. So you don't have to like work, randomly and, follow some imaginary goals and stuff like that. So it's really important to set expectations with your mentors. Do that as early as possible, probably as early as June 1st or June 2nd or first week of June. Please do that. It's really important. So you can work towards these goals. So you can have measurable metrics, right? To see how you are doing this program. So don't work on imaginary goals. It's really important. Set expectations. If you need help, if you need me to step in for you, if you need me to like communicate on your behalf, maybe you don't understand some things your mentors are saying, or maybe you don't understand the expectations or goals your mentors are setting, please let me know. I can step in for you. I can help you. I'm here to help you throughout the program, right? Aside from Tenzin, because I'm Tenzin's mentor. So he doesn't have anything. He's gonna be with me all through. So outside of Tenzin, if you need any help when it comes to setting goals and expectations, please let me know. I'm gonna communicate with your mentors. I'm here to help you. And if you think maybe I'm too dark skinned or I'm a guy, then reach out to Tuli. Tuli is more kinder. Tuli is beautiful. You can reach out to Tuli. Tuli would definitely help you with kindness and with care. Tuli is gonna handle you with care. Tuli is gonna communicate with your mentor. So you can reach out to Tuli if you are scared of me. Yeah, so that is it about communication. So we have a mentor here. What is a mentor? What is a mentor doing? Why is Akshat joining? I'm sorry. I'm gonna kick him out. So let's see what he wants. Hey, Akshat, can we help you?
Hey man, yes.
Can we help you?
Nothing much. I just joined the meeting. I forgot about it. Sorry.
No, you shouldn't be in this meeting. It's for the contributors.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Fine. So I think I should say then.
Yeah, you should join on YouTube.
Yeah, I was there on the YouTube. I thought I missed the part.
No, it's
Fine,
okay.
fine.
It's
No
okay,
problem.
Actions. Yeah. Have fun.
Thank you.
You see how active our mentors are? Akshat was so interested, he decided to join. Oh, you're so lucky. So I think Corey, Akshat is your mentor? Oh, you're lucky dude, though. Come on. Akshat is really amazing. I think you're gonna have fun with Akshat. So yeah, you should reach out to Tuli or reach out to me if you need help aligning your expectations or your goals with your mentors. It's really important. So another important thing is Google Summer of Code timeline, right? So if you don't know, or if this is your first time participating in GSoC, it is important to know we have two evaluation period, right? So we have two evaluation periods. Evaluation happens twice during Google Summer of Code, the midterm evaluation and the final evaluation. So the midterm evaluation, it is important whenever an evaluation is happening, it is important you complete your evaluation. So not completing your evaluation means one thing, right? You don't get a stipend, your mentor also doesn't get a stipend. So it's really important to complete your evaluation. When an evaluation, so evaluation reminders are going to be sent twice, earlier before the evaluation period and during the evaluation period. So it's important you keep check of your email for any notification from Google. Keep an eye out during the evaluation. And also, of course, I'm going to be reaching out to you all personally too during these evaluation phases to remind you all to like complete your evaluations. Evaluations are really, really important. They are necessary. Without evaluations, you're not gonna make it to the next round. And when you fail first evaluation, I don't think you have chance to like do the second evaluation. So the first evaluation is complete. So it's also important doing evaluations. So mentors are going to be evaluating mentees, and also mentees are going to be evaluating mentors. So it's important for you to give an honest evaluation. Don't be scared. Don't say because, the mentor is Ace, and Ace is, it's just like a celebrity in this KPI. Yeah, I don't want to hurt Ace's ego and stuff like that. Come on, hurt my ego, right? Provide honest evaluation. It's open source, and open source thrive on transparency and honesty, right? So you need to, provide honest evaluation. Don't say because you don't want to hurt Ace's ego, because Ace is like huge and Ace is going to hunt you. I'm not going to do anything, bro. Come on. I'm in Lagos, Nigeria. What can I do? Come to India? No. So that's one of the things I'm saying. So you have to provide honest evaluations during these phases. So you have to complete the first evaluation, you have to complete the second evaluation. So also it's important for you to check out the Google Summer of Code timeline. So I don't know if you all know about the timeline, so I can share a link to the program timeline. Let me quickly share a link. So for the 2025 timeline, you can find it here. I'm sharing a link on the chat. So go to the timeline, and as you can see, on the timeline, it says June 2, coding officially begins. So this is when you start contributing to your project, right? So you need to make sure you are aligned. Like I said, make sure you align with your mentor, set expectations early on, set goals early on, so you can have measurable metrics. So as you can see, so it says if you have 12-week coding project, it's really important. And that's why I'm like saying it again and again. If you know, like your project says medium or large, by default, it is 12 weeks. So if you know 12 weeks is not going to work for you, please reach out to your mentors after this call and say, oh, 12 weeks will not work for me. I need my project's duration updated. So because if you say your project has 12 weeks, it means your first evaluation is going to happen earlier. So it's really important to update it. So if you say your project is 12 weeks, definitely your first evaluation will be happening around 6 weeks, in 6 weeks, right? So you need to make sure you do this thing earlier on. So if you don't know, please ask your mentor, this project length. So yeah, so June 2 coding officially begins. So you can go to the program timeline to see the whole timeline for your program. So it's really important to check it out. So if you have any question, feel free to reach out to me. So one more thing I want to share is the Google Summer of Code official calendar. So Google has an official calendar you can follow. If you want to, check out important events by GSoC. So I'm going to share a link to that too right now. So this is very useful. So all you just have to do is add it to your calendar, and your calendar will automatically, sync. So you can see all important Google Summer of Code dates in the future. So I'm going to share it too. So you can follow this link, add it to your calendar. So you would automatically receive notifications about important date for Google Summer of Code. So if you have any questions, please let me know before I move on. Awesome. So talking about setting expectations. So I used to tell contributors one thing. It is important you have maybe weekly or bi-weekly meetings with your mentors. So if you haven't have that communication with your mentors, please, you need to have this conversation. If you need me to step in, I can do that. So you need to have a recurrent meeting with your mentors. So I think it is good for you to have, bi-weekly meetings, because sometimes mentors get busy and meeting weekly doesn't seem to work. So it's important to you set up bi-weekly meetings with your mentors. If you need me to set these meetings for you, I can do that too. So you don't have to do it. I can reach out to your mentors and have this conversation with your mentors and say, oh, Shuaib would like to meet you twice every month, right? So no, don't worry, I'm not calling you. I'm just using as an example. So
I was confused. I heard my name. I heard my name.
yeah. Yeah, so I can have this conversation with your mentor saying, Shuaib would like to meet you twice a month, or Shuaib would like to meet you 3 times a month. So I can have this thing, organized on your behalf so you don't have to do it. But if you know you can do it, then it's important to communicate with your mentor. Tell your mentor, oh, you would like to meet your mentors twice a month, or 3 times a month, or maybe weekly, right? You need to have this conversation. It's really important, because meeting with your mentor is really important for Google Summer of Code, right? You get to know your mentors, you get to have these conversations, you get to, sometimes save all of your burning questions for those meetings. So it's really important to have this conversation with your mentor. So if you don't know how to do it, or if you cannot do it, please reach out to me. I can do it for you. I can reach out to your mentors on your behalf. I can do the whole calendar scheduling for you and your mentor. So let me know. If you're about to have this conversation with your mentor, then it's okay. You don't have to do it. So another thing I want to share is clarify what progress looks like, right? It's really important. Google Summer Code, for instance, right? Let's say we have a 12-week project, right? I mean, you don't have to wait for the whole 12-week before you can share your progress, your wins, right? You don't have to do that. You can share, maybe you made significant changes, or you make significant progress, or you make even small significant progress, right? It's important for you to share with the community, right? It's important. So I see, which is one thing I want to stop. So far, Google Summer of Code coordination or participation from contributors like yourself has always been, isolated, right? So contributors tend to just work in isolation, and then after the program, they just say, hey, completed my program, I completed my project and stuff like that. We don't want to wait for 12 weeks or 22 weeks for us to know if you've completed your project or not, right? We want to be part of the journey every single step, right? So you should learn to share your wins, your contributions. You introduce some changes, you made some significant changes, that got merged. Don't wait for after the program for you to share, right? You should share it every single time. Share your weekly progress, share your bi-weekly progress, share your monthly progress, anything at all. You should share, no matter how small it is. Share with the community, right? The community is here to support you. The community is here to cheer you on. The community is here to look at what you're doing. The community is really excited to be part of this amazing journey with you. So let's say, for instance, Shreya makes some really important, some really nice design. And I mean, you shouldn't be the only one to say it, right? You shouldn't be the only one to say it. Shouldn't within you and your mentor. The community wants to see it, right? The rest of the GSoC candidate wants to see it. Who knows? Your progress might even inspire some other people, right? For instance, Tenzin. I mean, he's the only one. It feels so relaxed on this call. So your contributions might share people like Tenzin. You can even share someone like me, because you need to understand that Google Summer of Code, you're going to face burnout, right? That is just it. At the end of the day, you're going to face burnout, even though you like it or not, right? You might face blockers. You might feel demotivated. You might feel all sort of feelings, right, during this program. And maybe really, really small wins that maybe Adi is sharing might be a motivation to other people, right? It might be a motivation for Anushka, right? Anushka might be feeling, stuck, for instance, and then maybe, a win or a small win or an improvement shared by Ruchi might motivate Anushka and be like, oh, whoa, so Ruchi did this. Okay. I need to up my game. I need to also do something. I need to share with the community. So these things is sort of supporting each other, right? So you don't have to work in isolation during this program. So you can share your wins. You can, be part of the community, right? We have a mentorship channel, right? We have other channels where you can communicate. We also have a GSoC mentee group, which I created for you all, right? I didn't create it for me to be the only one, sharing important updates. I mean, which is one of the reasons for doing that. But it's also for you all to be together, right? For you all to share wins, share updates, ask questions, communicate, be part of a significant group, right? Share the same mission. to push open source forward. All right. So please don't work in isolation. I don't want to see, after the program, that is when you're saying, oh, I completed my program. I'm going to look for the dislike button and I'm going to dislike your post. So I know there's no dislike button. So yeah, so you should please be a part of the community, share your wins, talk about it. The community want to see what you're doing. It's really important. And I said earlier, if you're doing that, please do it professionally, right? Please keep it respectful of the code of conduct. Don't be cocky, don't be like Ace. I don't know why I do that. So ask questions very early and often. Ask questions. Always ask questions. I said it before. No matter how dumb or how stupid your question is, ask questions. And it's really important. I need to say this also, right? So communication with your mentors shouldn't just be about your project. Sometimes it's okay to talk about things after your project. It's okay to talk about things, about life. For instance, me, I'm a big fan. I love Indian culture. Sometimes I say I'm more Indian than you all because I grew up watching Bollywood. So I'm more Indian and I love to talk about cultures, right? I want to be like, because I enjoy it a lot. I talked about my past mentees. We always have these conversations. Sometimes it's not just about, the project. Sometimes it's also about things outside the project. Sometimes it's about, communicating about shared interests, right? Things you like, things your mentors like, forming bonding, right? So, and I always say it, life goes on after GSoC, right? The mentor you work with today might be the one recommending you for jobs later on, right? The mentors you work with today might be the one recommending you for opportunities, right? The mentors you work with today or the mentors you work with today might be the one putting your name out there even when you are not aware or when you're not even aware, right? So they will talk on your behalf even when you're not there in the room, right? So that's why I said it's really important for you to see Google Summer of Code not just as an opportunity to make quick buck, but an opportunity to grow, but to grow, right? Career-wise, because open source is big. You have no clue how big open source is, right? And I mentioned it earlier on. Like I was a mentee before, and now I'm leading a program. So if I had come just for the money, I would have been gone. Nobody, you wouldn't even know who Ace is, right? And that's what I'm saying. You need to be part of Google Summer of Code, not just for the stipend, but for what other opportunities this could bring. So don't just communicate to your mentors. Don't talk to your mentors just based on your project. Talk, say things outside the project. Communicate about shared interests, right? Make friends, be part of the community. So it's really important because Google Summer of Code eventually will end, but the community will still thrive, right? So some of you who are mentees today might eventually be mentors in the next Google Summer of Code. So, and in order for you to become mentors, you need to know what qualities mentors possess and how will you know that if you are not in sync with your mentors, if you don't understand your mentors, if you don't have common interests, if you don't have shared interests, and all you just talk about is a project, right? So sometimes, spice things up. Any question? Okay, no question. I wanted to keep this under 1 hour, but the next thing I want to talk about is I'm gonna ask you all what you're excited about or what you're nervous about. So I'm gonna go first with Corey. What are you excited about for this program, Corey? Yo, you're scaring me, man. You act like Terminator. Corey?
Hello. Yep.
Hi. I thought. So what are you excited about this program, Corey?
I have been contributing since I have been in the community since 1 year, and I had tried last year also, and I was expecting that I will be I will be selected for the program in 2024. But unfortunately, I was not there on the final list. But no worries, this time I got selected, and I'm very excited to work on this project as I will learn a lot in the project as I have seen the goals of the project. I have to deep dive in the scripts written in TypeScript, and I have to go through the integration testing as well. So I think there will be a lot to learn. So I'm very excited to work on the project.
Oh, that's really kind. I'm sorry. I'm also like looking forward to seeing your progress, right? Please, I said earlier, share your progress publicly. If you share your progress at the end of the program, I'm not gonna like it. So share your progress publicly. So yeah, Corey.
Yeah, sure,
Tenzin,
sure.
Yeah. So I am like for the project, I'm to work with the storybook and all. It's fairly new to me, so yeah, this all and to meet new people and all. Yeah.
yeah, Tenzin has been part of. I mean, you've been part of the community before GSoC, yeah? Because I've seen your
Yes.
contributions. So
Uh,
what does it feel like getting accepted, even being after being part of the community for such a long time?
it feels good. Yeah.
It's really good, man. Like when I saw your proposal, even though he stood out, immediately I just recognized you. I'm like, yo, I know this dude. I've seen his contributions, right? So I was really excited to see you make it to the program.
Yeah.
Yo, Adi, what are you excited about?
I mean, generator is the core of async API. So I'm really working with what actually async API is, and I know how to write the document also. And then especially now async API generator is a mono repo, so we are pulling all other repository as well and package development also. And working with my amazing mentor Lucas. So yeah, all things are really good.
Yeah, not to say I'm biased, but yeah, because really good guy. It was also like my mentor when I was participating as a mentee. Who knows? Maybe you would be the one facilitating this program in future. Just kidding. Anushka, what are you excited about?
So basically, here I'm working on a project which is actually going to be used by people. So that is the most exciting part. Like I'm testing, basically doing testing, and I'm also excited about learning from my mentors and you also. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. You have a lot to learn from me. Thank you, Anushka. Shuaib, what are you excited about?
Yeah, kind of like what Adi said, like work in the generator. I think the generator repository and the people that work there are just like the best, and spending time with those guys and structuring my code, like making a template designed for users. I'm very interested about that, and learning from my mentors as well, Ayush and Suvik.
Awesome, Shoaib. Awesome. I can't really wait to see this new template implementation. It's Quarkus, right?
Yeah, it is.
Awesome, awesome. Shri, hi. What are you excited about?
Well, when I started working with the Sync API, I think before that, like for 2 years, I tried open source, but I don't know. I mean, I failed every time. And this time it was like I was somehow able to break the ice. And to be honest, I wasn't here uh, for the GSoC, but as I like joined a Sync API and I met and talked to some amazing people, and they actually mentioned that okay, maybe you should try. And then I started working for it, but to be honest, I was enjoying the process a lot because I met a lot of people having different backgrounds. And then I met my mentor Maya, and she has this amazing background in design, and I have always liked designing things. I mean, in college too. And then suddenly I was like, whatever is there, I'll just try for this project. So, and I am in, so I'm really excited for the design part. And the other thing, I mean, I tend to forget a lot. I mean, a lot of technologies we are using these days, and I tend to forget because they are not in use. But I think this project, because it's a large project, and I think it's going to teach me a lot of things. And obviously, the implementation of this project is, I mean, the way it has been implemented, and it's very different from what kind of projects I have done. So it could be challenging. I mean, I'm expecting it to be challenging, and so I'm excited to grow with it.
Awesome, awesome. That's really awesome, Shri. Yeah, and yo, let me be honest with you. Maya's really amazing. I used to think I'm good at design until I saw Maya's design, and I'm like, yo, I really suck at design. So Maya's really amazing. I think you're gonna enjoy every process of working with Maya, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Ruchi. Ruchi. I mean, I know Ruchi. So, what are you excited about?
Yeah, I'm excited about the VS Code extension project because when I saw the project, so it was like, it's there, but yeah, there is a lot of scope to be improved. And I am having my meetings with Ivan, and Ivan is a nice mentor to me. So yeah, I think I'm pretty excited for the project, and to see how we take it forward. So yeah.
Oh, that's really awesome. Thank you so I think I've taken off time of you people. So I think it's high time we call it a day. Before we do that, I would love to take a picture. Do you all mind? Okay, so give me a few seconds. I'm gonna grab my phone and then we're gonna take a picture. Hi, I'm back. You all miss me? Okay, so I'm gonna take a picture real quick. I'm sorry, I don't have an iPhone, so I use an Android. Don't judge me. Okay. So you have like make some polls. I don't know how you guys do it. I think I'm just gonna go with peace. Okay, let's make some polls. Tenzin, why are you shy? Come on, you're my mentee. Come on. Cool. Thank you all. It's really amazing to have this call with you all. I wish you all a wonderful program. Of course, I'm gonna be communicating with you all from time to time. I'm gonna be with you all through every single step of the journey. So if you have any question, if you need help, please kindly reach out to me. If you're scared of me because I'm dark skinned, I'm a dude, and I'd like to talk shit, please reach out to Tuli. Tuli is really amazing. So don't be scared to ask questions. Reach out to me. I'm just kidding. I'm really kind. Reach out to me. I'm gonna help you in any way I can possibly do. I'm gonna help you. And I wish you all a wonderful program and a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your weeks, folks. And I will see you around. Have fun, folks. Bye.
Bye.